Hasbro wants Baldur's Gate 4, but isn't in a hurry. This is Victoria Kennedy at Eurogamer. Hasbro has, quote, a lot of people very interested in Baldur's Gate as developer Larian moves away from the series. Baldur's Gate 3 released toward the end of 2023 and became a smashing success. Toward the end of 2023? Is August toward the end? Like the 8th month.
It's the second half, you know?
That's not toward the end.
4 months.
I mean, July is in the second half of the year.
Third, like almost to the last third.
Actually, yeah.
August is not toward the end of the year.
Towards the end. We're going towards the end.
Okay, the end of the year is December.
Yeah, we're going
towards the end of the year is November, maybe October.
We're going towards the end, though.
You're getting towards the end.
It's not like you're going towards the beginning. Bless.
Yeah,
August
exactly.
is like August is smack dab in the middle, basically. It's closer to the middle than the end.
All right, would you like Eurogamer to now write in the middle of 2025?
Just say August. Just say August. Baldur's Gate 3 released in August 2023. It's less words.
But it released towards the end.
Yeah,
because you're going closer.
It's
to the
going.
end.
Yeah, you're.
Because
how would
what if someone who is reading this article doesn't know what August is? They don't know.
They're from a country that doesn't recognize August. They're an 11-month country. Baldur's Gate 3 released toward the end of 2023 and became a smashing success for Dungeons and Dragons owner Hasbro, as well as Larian. It released in beginning of August too. I'm pretty sure. Unless I got that mixed up. Maybe that was review code. I digress.
It's the 8th month.
The game won scores of praise and awards across the world. And last year, Larian's director of publishing, Michael Dowse, revealed the game's average daily peak. I think I was playing it in July for the review.
Oh, Mr. Video Game
Reviewer
Pants.
Towards the end of the year is insane.
I'm sorry. It wasn't towards the end then?
You say you're for the people, bless.
Yeah.
I'm
you're
for the
talking
months.
to... No, he's talking to the industry elites.
Freaking listen, all right, Eurogamer, you keep making mistakes like these, you're gonna end up like Game 4, all right? I'm just saying, you gotta figure your shit out. Toward the end of the year,
shit.
August, and y'all are telling me that August isn't even in fall. Remember that? And it's toward the end of the year.
August is summer.
August is summer. But when you're talking about game releases, never mind, I'm digging a hole for myself. Back to the article. However, despite this heady success, Larian is moving on from Baldur's Gate and has confirmed 2 games are currently in the works, both of which will be based on its own IPs and described as the studio's best work ever. So, where does that leave the future of Baldur's Gate? Well, there are plenty of others who are very interested in Baldur's Gate. SVP of Digital Games at Hasbro, Dan Ayub, has said, quote, we're kind of working out what our plans are for the future and what we're going to be doing with that. And actually, in pretty short order, we're going to have some stuff to talk about around that, Ayub told IGN during this week's GDC event in San Francisco. Now, while the wording of in pretty short order certainly sounds promising, this doesn't mean we're about to suddenly get Baldur's Gate 4. In fact, Hasbro isn't, quote, in a hurry for that particular game. Quote, that's the thing. We're going to take a very measured approach. We've got a lot of plans, a lot of different ways to go about it. We're starting to think about it. Okay, yeah, we're ready to start dipping toes a little bit and talking about a few things, Ayub explained, with the publication adding that the exec said he eventually wants a Baldur's Gate 4, but it'll take some time. As for other Hasbro Dungeons & Dragons games, Ayub said he is, quote, never one to shy down from a challenge. After all, there are several other D&D-based games in the works, and in November, Hasbro announced following the success of Baldur's Gate 3, yet another Dungeons & Dragons game was in production. Quote, I think anything that forces us to raise our creative bar, and developers love to have a high bar to go after, and I think we've actually seen the team push some really interesting ideas that they're like, okay, we need to raise our bar. We need to go bigger on this. And things like that. So I think, and things like that, I guess. So I think that's our hope, right? We will keep raising the bar and everyone just tries to go a little higher. Ayub closed.
Shout out to Ayub, bro.
Shout out to Ayub. Ayub just be talking.
Ayub's my guy.
That's the homie.
I don't know who Ayub is. Ayub, definitely, I get it. Of course, I'm Hasbro. Yeah, I want the biggest success in our gaming division that we've ever had to have a sequel, right? Like, it's the question is Larian going to come back to it? No. They don't seem like they want to come back to it.
They got 2 games they're working on.
Yeah, exactly. They're going to continue down this path, and then maybe 20, 30 years from now, we get a Baldur's Gate 5 or whatever, and that's connected to Larian, but I doubt it, right? It's not going to happen.
I mean,
maybe.
If you want to make predictions, because here's the thing.
Oh, okay, we're doing 20-year predictions.
If we're doing a 20-year prediction.
That's a Gamescast.
Oh, I do like that.
20 years from now predictions.
Okay, my
20-year
prediction is that some poor developer has to follow up Baldur's Gate 3 from Larian. And they're going to make it. They're going to put out Baldur's Gate 4. let's say 8 years from now, and everybody's gonna be like, but it ain't Baldur's Gate 3 though. And then Hasbro,
never be.
Hasbro's, it's never gonna be
never
Baldur's
be.
Gate 3. They made one of the best games of all time.
You can't.
So what's gonna happen? Hasbro is gonna crawl back to Larian and be like, please, we'll give you $1 billion. Just
Yeah.
make Baldur's Gate 5. That's what's gonna happen.
I wonder if Larian even wants that, right? Like, I mean, of course they want $1 billion.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want $1 billion? But I mean, you've seen the head of Larian talk about just how focused he is on making great games that are uncompromising in every way. And if they're able to own their IPs and have things that are theirs and they make 100% of the profit and they don't have to worry about licensing, like that's just they're the studio now. They're the guys now. You put Larian in the beginning of a Game Award trailer, it is going to be the biggest Game Award trailer of all time, right? Like it's like new game from Larian. Holy shit! Oh my gosh, that's insane. Yes, they're going to get back to Baldur's Gate 4. We can do the fantasy booking thing of like who's the best studio to make.
I mean, who is the best studio to make Baldur's Gate 4?
Probably Obsidian, right?
Sure.
Like, I mean, like, is there anyone else? I mean, like
For Baldur's Gate 4?
specifically, I mean,
who would
CD
actually do
Projekt
it?
Red.
Ooh. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
we're just,
but no,
we're just
it's the
saying
thing
names.
is-
You know what I mean? Like, we're just saying shit. Like,
because like here's the thing is, I don't know if I can think. And granted, this isn't. I'm not like the CRPG expert here, and so I'm not going to tell you like,
I'm definitely not.
But it's hard for me to think of a developer that specializes in that kind of game that's going to do it better than Larian. Like even before Baldur's Gate 3, right? Like speaking of Alex Van Aken, when both me and him were doing OK Beast, he was the one that was playing Divinity Original Sin 2 and was speaking its praises to me and made me realize like, oh shit, this Divinity Original Sin 2 game is the shit. It's like a 10 out of 10 video game. And like the only people, the people who knew, right? But Baldur's Gate 3, I think, put that studio on a different level because it paired them with an IP that people really care about. Now people understand that Larian are the GOATs when it comes to this shit.
Yeah.
I know there are other developers who are very good at
People are
making...
saying Owlcat, people are saying In Exile.
And that's the thing is like, we can
Studio
name these
RGG.
studios...
Fuck yeah.
Studio RGG is
Put 'em in,
hilarious.
put 'em in.
We can name these studios, but like, I don't know if any of them are going to make a Baldur's Gate that's as good as Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
So then it's like, do you redefine what it is a little bit? Because then if you do want to go CD Projekt Red, which I don't think is the right choice, honestly, but if you do want to go with them, it's going to be a different type of game.
Baldur's Gate 3, if you're going to make an actual proper Baldur's Gate 4 rather, you got to wait like 15 years. Like you got to wait a long time where that game feels Baldur's Gate 3 somehow feels dated, which is going to be take a long time.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how that game feels dated for the next decade at least. But you're going to have to turn around and be like, okay, there's things we can improve on Baldur's Gate 3. Let's make Baldur's Gate 4. You're just not going to get to that point for a very long time.
Yes.
So you're going to have to wait.
I think you either wait or you have to take it in like a dynamically different direction that is going to make people either not love it as much or might really resonate with people. My booking for this, and this is going to piss people off, Supergiant. I think after they're done with Hades, I think you pair them with the Baldur's Gate IP and go, hey,
do something
with this.
I don't. Then we can come back into the amazing indie studios or our independent studios generally that are doing unique stuff. That sure you can pair them with IPs like a Remedy. We could fantasy book a Batman Remedy game all day and that'd be amazing. But do you want them to ever do you want Supergiant to work on IP? I don't want them to work on IP. I want them to do whatever the fuck they want.
I mean, I agree with you. I do think it would be fascinating though.
It would.
Like if they
and
were
I'm sure
to
they're
take
having
an
those
IP
conversations. It would boggle my mind if all of these IP holders are not running to Supergiant and being like, hey, we got whatever. Here it is. We do something with it, please. And I'm sure they have to say no to it, right? Because they're making incredible stuff. I don't know. We come down to it where it's we can look at all these amazing games and be like, oh, let's pair them together. But I don't know.
Well, let's think on it some more because I love my favorite thing to do on the show is fantasy booking.
I love it
because I'm thinking about the Supergiant characters. I'm thinking about like how much people love Baldur's Gate. Mike's walking in.
Is he coming in?
I'm always nervous when Mike walks in.
He's looking around. I don't know if he's looking for a mic.
He looks like he's looking for a mic. He just smiles at us and does this. Look at that. You never know what he's
you
about
like
to
faked
do.
us out a little bit too.
I don't know. I just think about how much people love those characters in Baldur's Gate. I think about how much Asterion resonates with people. Karlach, Shadowheart. How much Baldur's Gate is about obviously the story of the world, but the characters and the relationship between the characters. And I look at Supergiant and I'm like, y'all do that so well. And I'd be interested to see them take obviously they made an excellent top tier roguelite, right? I think they'd have it in them to make a big open world CRPG kind of thing. But you're right that like, do I want them to do that, or do I want them to continue to find their own really unique thing to do?
I want those studios like a Supergiant, like a Remedy, to always exclusively be in the business of topping themselves. I don't want them to be in the business of being like, oh man, this other game did this thing, so we have to kind of figure out a way to do it similarly but better. I want them to just look within and be like, no, we did that, we're gonna do it better. We're gonna do the last game. We're gonna make Hades 2, and it's gonna be better than Hades 1. We don't have to worry about Baldur's Gate 3 or anything.
This episode's brought to you by Shady Rays. Get ready for the season ahead with quality shades built to last. Our friends at Shady Rays have you covered with premium polarized shades that won't break the bank. Shady Rays is an independent sunglasses company offering a world-class product rated 5 stars by over 300,000 people. Plus, if your shades ever go missing or an unexpected hit happens, don't sweat it. They have the most insane protection in all of eyewear. Every pair is backed by lost or broken replacements. If you don't love your shades, exchange for a new pair or return worry-free within 30 days. Y'all know I've been outside in the sun a lot playing Pokemon Go, and it's such a great experience wearing Shady Rays when I'm out and about looking dope. Exclusively for you, Shady Rays is giving out their best deal. Head to ShadyRays.com and use code FUNNY for 35% off polarized sunglasses. Try for yourself the shades rated 5 stars by over 300,000 people. Again, go to ShadyRays.com, use code FUNNY to get 35% off polarized sunglasses. This episode is brought to you by Factor. Ready to optimize your nutrition this year? Factor has chef-made gourmet meals that make eating well easy. They're dietitian approved and ready to heat and eat in 2 minutes, so you can fuel right and feel great, no matter what life throws at you. Greg Miller has been loving how simple it is to enjoy his Factor meals as he's rushing between shows each day here at Kinda Funny. Factor arrives fresh and fully prepared, perfect for any active, busy lifestyle. With 40 options across 8 dietary preferences on the menu each week, it's easy to pick meals tailored to your goals. Choose from preferences like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, or Keto. Eat smart with Factor. Get started at factormeals.com/factorpodcast and use code FACTORPODCAST to get 50% off your first box, plus free shipping. That's code FACTORPODCAST at factormeals.com/factorpodcast to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. This episode's brought to you by MeUndies. For years, I've been telling you all about how much I love MeUndies. Real talk, I haven't worn a pair of underwear or socks that weren't MeUndies in over half a decade. And that's because I just love how premium they are, how great they look, and awesome they feel. Even my loungewear at home is MeUndies, and I cannot recommend their various shirts enough. MeUndies just gets it. From the all-black classics to fun, expressive prints, MeUndies has a look for everyone. Plus, they come in sizes XS to 4XL, so there's something here for all of you. Its breathable, stretchy, and oh-so-comfy fabric make it ideal for all-day wear. And they use sustainably sourced materials and work with partners that care for their workers. Rad. Good things come in big packages at MeUndies. Get 20% off your first order, plus free shipping on orders of $75 or more at MeUndies.com/kindafunny. Enter code KINDAFUNNY. That's MeUndies.com/kindafunny. Code KINDAFUNNY for 20% off MeUndies. Comfort from the outside in.
Story number 6. It's Wii News. PlayStation has given updates on 5 upcoming indie games. Forever Skies is coming April 14th. Ruffian the Riverside is coming June 26th.
Oh.
Roger, you like that game?
No.
Oh, never mind.
I played a little bit of it, the demo. I was like, it's fine. It's not for me. I know everyone else is excited for it. Maybe I just didn't get it. I don't know.
That's so funny.
It just didn't work for me.
Only reason I said that is
Because you saw me playing it, but then you assumed that I liked it. It was just hilarious.
Well, that's a cool looking game, is what I'll say.
It is a very cool looking game, and it might be good in the full game. I just didn't really vibe with the demo.
The Nightling is coming on August 18th. Skate Story is what I'm hyped for. That is coming this summer, and then Possessors is coming in 2025.
Possessors?
That's the Heart Machine game.
Oh.
It's like the 2D one that they revealed last year.
Oh, okay. I was thinking about the movie Possessor, which is fucking freaky. It's a David Cronenberg joint, and then David Cronenberg is working with the guy that did Immortality. What's his name?
Sam Barlow?
Yes, to make a video game. So I was confused, and I thought that was that game for some reason. Not bad.
Plants vs. Zombies Reloaded has been rated for a Switch release.
Are you a Plants vs. Zombies guy?
Nah,
I love
really.
Plants vs. Zombies.
Of course you do.
And they have fucked up that franchise so heavily, right? Plants vs. Zombies should have been the next Bloons Tower Defense. right? We should have gotten 15 of those fucking games.
They should
have been $10 a piece on Steam. We should have just kept on adding on to it. They made Plants vs. Zombies 2. That shit sucked. So much microtransactions. They started doing these third-person games, which people like. They're not Plants vs. Zombies, right? They're not the core game. And then now we just forgot, oh, now we're bringing back Plants vs. Zombies. Now we're bringing back Peggle. Y'all fucked up. We could have had everything. We could have had Plants vs. Zombies 5 by now. And it would have been the biggest thing on Steam. Y'all fucked up.
It should have been the next Bloons Tower Defense.
You are underestimating Bloons Tower Defense.
You are... Plants vs. Zombies is like way more successful than
No,
Bloons.
that is not true. That is literally not true.
You think Bloons is more...
Yes, 100%. I guarantee you. On Steam, those games are fucking huge.
I've never been on the streets and people are just like,
Bloons
yo,
makes more money. Yes.
I'm not saying it's not popular.
popular.
I know it's popular.
It's crazy big.
More popular than Plants vs. Zombies?
Yes, 100%. Because Plants vs. Zombies was huge at the time that we were playing it, and it dropped off completely. Because people stopped playing that game because it's outdated.
And people are
as
still
fuck.
playing Bloons.
Yes, because there's 5 of them.
All right. You know what? I believe you.
Thank you.
I
Check the
rescind.
numbers, bro.
I rescind.
Garden Warfare slept. I know. It's not Plants vs. Zombies, though. Y'all fucked up.
Somebody for you're wrong. I need the overall financials, franchise for franchise.
Yes.
Right? What has overall been more successful and has made more money over time between Bloons and Plants vs. Zombies? The results might surprise you. The Analog 3D has been delayed to July, which breaks my heart. I had that pre-ordered. Looking forward to it. That's the N64
Oh,
thing.
cool. How much was that?
Too much.
Way too much.
Too much money, and I paid it. Well, I got Ruffy in the Riverside on here again. Shout out my guy Ruffy.
Roger loves it.
Even though Roger talks so much shit, I fuck with you, Ruffy in the Riverside. Bear, bring up a trailer for Ruffy in the Riverside.
Don't put this on me.
This is the game that Roger says looks trash. I think it looks excellent. I don't know about this guy. And then Nico Dorico, The Magical World Director's Cut launches April 15th. This is Ruffy in the Riverside. Doesn't this game look great?
It looks great.
Roger said it looked trash.
That's exactly what I said.
That's exactly what you said.
That's
Look at this
exactly what
game.
I said. It looks beautiful.
If you're an audio listener, it's a 3D platformer with a really cool art style. The character is like kind of like a flat, like in a flat plane, but like in a 3D world. It's hard to describe.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful though.
It's beautiful. Nico Dorico, shout out to Tim.
Yeah.
One of 2 people that played that game. Exciting.
Somebody in chat says it's no balloons.
Blessing has no gaps except balloons.
Balloons might be okay. You know what? I'll take that. Balloons is a gap.
I'm going to Steam DB while we talk. Get some time.
And that is it for Wii news. I'm gonna hop.
Oh, there's
in.
like 7 of balloons. No, there's 6 balloons CDs. My bad. There's 11,000 people playing Balloons 2D 6 right now.
Look how many people are playing Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare on Steam.
Well, I'll do Plants vs. Zombies Game of the Year edition on Steam. That's 1,000 people playing it. 1,700 rather.
I mean, is that the second one? Because they made sequels.
The sequel's the sequel's not on Steam because the sequel is a mobile only microtransaction hell.
Garden Warfare?
No, I'm talking about Plants vs. Zombies.
Oh,
sorry, I was talking
about Garden Warfare.
Let me go to Garden Warfare right now. 1,300 people playing Garden Warfare 2. So if you combine all of the Plants vs. Zombies into one thing, that is less than half of what the amount of people that are playing Bloons Tower Defense 6.
You know what? My bad. My bad, y'all.
Don't fuck with me with this.
I was wrong on this.
One of the few things I know in my life. And I know that Bloons Tower Defense is fucking popping off. And whoever said in the chat, another bad take from Roger, fucking ban yourself. Fucking ban yourself. You know what? I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yeah. You know what? It's us against the audience now.
You're done.
All right?
You're done.
Even you wearing a fucking blessing t-shirt. All right? Especially you. You're the problem.